Do you want to save more money every month? Welcome to a journey towards financial wisdom. We're here to talk about budgeting, a key skill that can help you achieve your financial goals. Saving money isn't just about having a safety net. It's about creating opportunities, freedom, and peace of mind. In this video, we're going to share 3 tips that will help you become a budget genius and ultimately save more money every month. So, are you ready to become a budget genius? Let's dive into the first tip. The first step towards becoming a budget genius is tracking your expenses. So what does this mean? Simply put, tracking your expenses means keeping a record of where your money goes. It's like a financial diary, but instead of jotting down your thoughts and feelings, you're logging in your income and expenditures. Think about it. If you were to guess right now how much you spent last month on groceries, would you know? Or if you were to estimate how much you spend on takeout each week, could you? Most of us don't really know, and that's where the problem lies. We can't make effective financial decisions if we don't know where our money is going. By tracking your expenses, you can get a clear picture of your spending habits. You'll be able to identify where your money is going and see if it aligns with your financial goals. Are you spending more on dining out than you thought? Are you underestimating the cost of your morning coffee routine? These are the kind of insights you can gain from tracking your expenses. Now, how can you track your expenses? There are several ways to do it, and it all depends on what works best for you. Some people prefer the old school method of pen and paper, writing down each purchase as they make it. For those who prefer a more tech-savvy approach, there are plenty of apps out there that can help. Apps like Mint, YNAB, you need a budget, and Pocket Guard can automatically track your spending and categorize it for you. These apps can link to your bank account and credit cards, making tracking your expenses a breeze. The key is to find a method that works for you and stick with it. Consistency is key when it comes to tracking expenses. It's not something you do once and forget about. It's a habit you need to cultivate and maintain. Remember, you can't manage what you don't measure, so start tracking your expenses today. Once you know where your money goes, the next step is to cut unnecessary expenses. Imagine this scenario. You're cleaning out your closet and find a shirt you haven't worn for a year. You probably wouldn't think twice about donating it or throwing it away, right? The same principle applies to your budget. If you're spending money on things you don't need or use, it's time to toss them out. Let's talk about some common unnecessary expenses. First up are subscriptions that are unused or forgotten. These can be anything from streaming services to monthly beauty boxes. If you've signed up for a subscription and you're not using it, it's an unnecessary expense. Make a habit of regularly reviewing your bank statements and credit card bills to catch these sneaky costs. Next, we have frequent dining out. Now, there's nothing wrong with enjoying a meal at your favorite restaurant, but if you're doing it multiple times a week, it can really start to eat into your budget. Consider this. The average cost of a meal prepared at home is about $5. Compare that to the average cost of a restaurant meal, which is around $14. That's a $9 difference per meal. Multiply that by the number of times you eat out in a month, and you can see how the savings could add up. Then there's the infamous daily coffee run. A $5 latte might not seem like a big expense, but if you're buying one every day, that's $150 a month. Over a year, that's a whopping $1,800. Imagine what you could do with that extra money. Now, cutting unnecessary expenses doesn't mean depriving yourself. It's about making conscious decisions about where your money goes. Ask yourself, do I really need this? Is there a cheaper alternative? Could this money be better spent elsewhere? Remember, every dollar you save is a dollar you can put towards your financial goals. Whether it's paying off debt, saving for a vacation, or building an emergency fund, every bit helps. So, how do you start cutting unnecessary expenses? Well, it's simple. Start by identifying what's unnecessary in your budget. Then, make a plan to reduce or eliminate these expenses. It might be as simple as cancelling an unused subscription, cooking more meals at home, or swapping your daily latte for a homemade coffee. The key is to be consistent. Make it a habit to review your expenses regularly. You'll be surprised at how much you can save by making small changes. Now, I want to leave you with this thought. Every dollar you spend is a choice. And every choice you make impacts your financial future. So choose wisely. By eliminating unnecessary expenses, you can make your money work for you, not the other way around. The third tip to becoming a budget genius is to automate your savings. Now, you might be wondering, what does it mean to automate your savings? Well, in the simplest of terms, it's a system where a specific amount of money is automatically transferred from your checking account to your savings account on a regular schedule. This could be weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, depending on what works best for you. The beauty of automated savings lies in its simplicity. Once you've set it up, it works in the background, consistently moving money into your savings without you having to lift a finger. It's like having a diligent little helper who is always there, quietly squirreling away money for you. Automating your savings does more than just save you time and effort. It also helps you overcome the temptation to spend money that you could be saving. How often have we all looked at our account balance, seen a little extra money and thought, maybe I can treat myself just this once? With automated savings, that extra money is out of sight and out of mind, making it easier to resist the temptation to spend. Now let's talk about how to set up automated savings. It's actually quite simple. Most banks offer this feature, and setting it up is usually as easy as logging into your online banking platform, going to the transfer section, and setting up a recurring transfer from your checking account to your savings account. You get to decide how much you want to save and how frequently you want the transfer to occur. For example, if you decide to save $50 every week, your bank will automatically transfer $50 from your checking account to your savings account every week. Over the course of a year, that adds up to $2,600. And that's not even counting any interest you might earn. Automated savings is a powerful tool, not just because it helps you save money consistently, but also because it helps you build a habit of saving. Over time, as you see your savings grow, you'll find that saving money becomes second nature. It becomes something you do, not something you have to think about or struggle with. Remember, every little bit helps. Even if you can only afford to save a small amount each week or month, over time, those small amounts can add up to something significant. And the sooner you start, the more time your money has to grow. So, why not give it a try? Start automating your savings today and watch as your financial future starts to look a little brighter. Automating your savings takes the effort out of saving and ensures that you are consistently saving every month. So, those were the 3 tips to become a budget genius and save more money every month. Let's run through them one last time, shall we? First, tracking your expenses. It's all about keeping an eye on where your money is going. Simply noting down your daily expenditures can give you a comprehensive picture of your spending habits, and once you have this information, you can make informed decisions about your money. It's like having a roadmap guiding you to your financial goals. Next, we talked about cutting unnecessary expenses. This doesn't mean you have to live a Spartan life. Rather, it's about distinguishing between your needs and wants. It's about being sensible and cutting out the expenses that don't bring you joy or value. It's amazing how much you can save by just trimming the fat. Finally, automating your savings. This is the game changer. By setting up automatic transfers to your savings account, you're essentially paying yourself first. This way, you don't have to worry about forgetting to save or being tempted to spend the money elsewhere. By implementing these 3 simple yet effective strategies, you can start to see a significant increase in your savings each month. This will not only help you achieve your financial goals faster, but also give you a sense of financial security and peace of mind. Remember, becoming a budget genius is not about depriving yourself, but about making smarter decisions with your money. So start today and watch your savings grow. Thanks for watching. Until next time.